engages the core. Every move you make helps to stretch your body and give you flexibility and strengthen and tighten and tone, and it's all so easy and gentle. It's quiet, it's fun, and you will love the results. In fact, I would love to invite you to join us. This is gonna be our full hour, final hour of the year to make this available, and when it comes back next year, it's gonna be a lot more money. We only have a few in our inventory, and that's why this is our final show of the year. I wanna share with you a couple of before and afters before we get things started, because women and men who are using this reformer are losing inches and weight. Their posture has improved. They're different people because of how their body has basically been transformed through Pilates. I mean, it's a worldwide phenomenon in general. Pilates is known to strengthen and to help us recover from injuries, but the side benefits are the way you can look. Look at Ashley, she lost 17 pounds, lots of inches from head to toe, and that's the beauty, is that it's head to toe benefits. It's cardio, it's strength, it's everything that you do, probably gonna replace some dozens of machines at a gym. Here's Janine, she lost 13 pounds, and boy, you can tell where those inches went away. Her midsection is, she's on her way to a whole new version of herself, and that's just 2 months later. A couple of times a week is all it takes, a couple of minutes every time you sit down to it. So there's a lot we wanna share with you, most importantly, if you have your AeroPilates machine. Even if you've had it for years, let us know how you love it. Let us know how you're enjoying it, what results you've seen. Our testimonial line is right there at the bottom of the screen. This is your chance to not only brag a little bit, because you should, but to share how it has improved your life. Because there's somebody else watching today that's like tight and just sore or hurt from an injury, and they just don't even know where to start. Pilates is actually where our guest Marjolaine Bergman started when she had a tragic accident 25 years ago. In fact, I'm gonna introduce you to her now. She is no stranger to television. It is a pleasure to have you back, Marjolaine.
Thank you, Kelly.
How are you?
It's our last show, though. So
it is for the year.
That's always the sad part, because this is so fabulous to be able to help people.
I know, and that's exactly what this has done. Tell, if you don't mind, share the story of what got you started on the whole world of Pilates.
Yes, so I was out running one day. I got badly hit by a car, and my whole lower body was no longer connected to my upper body. Ended up in the hospital, and then 3 months into it, was ready to rehab, and the orthopedic surgeon said, there's a great Pilates studio in town, why don't you go there and rehab? And 3 months after that, as the injury really began to heal, I recognized so many other amazing things that had changed in my life, in my body, in my mind, in my spirit. It was amazing. You know, I had a small child at the time, and with that comes all these one-sided things you do. You're lifting your baby on one hip, and you've got neck issues, and you're not sleeping well, and all of that began to change. And so we developed our first home machine, and we sold over 1 million of them. And so many lives have changed because of it. So today, you need to try it, and you too will see the benefits. And the best part is they're gonna see them within the first 30 days.
Exactly, and that's why so many of you who have had it the last 4 weeks, let us know how you're doing on it.
Yes.
Okay, by the way, first of all, I wanted to share with you what you're getting. You see that rebounder? That is included, and that's what's gonna help take your Pilates to the level of cardio. And really, you will be amazed at how much your heart rate will increase, and I love that. Plus, it tracks your steps if you're using your Fitbit. But you also get workout DVDs. You get actually 9 workouts included with your purchase, so you're not left to your own accord to figure out what to do. Marjolaine is gonna be there to show you, and if you've got a certain goal, she'll help you get to that goal. It comes with a 30-day month, a jumpstart, and that's something exclusive to this offer, right, Marjolaine?
Yes, you log in every single day. I'll be right there to help you, to motivate you, keep you on track. The DVDs are fabulous. There's a beginner one for the primer person who's never done it before, who perhaps feels a little bit intimidated, thinking, I've never done it, I don't know. That's all in there. There's 9 workouts, there's a jump start, there's an eating guide, and everything is streamable. Here you can see the 4 chords, which gives you 11 levels of resistance. You've got the 2 black, the red, and the yellow one, which allows you to customize your workout every single day depending on how you feel. There's, you know, it's 20 minutes 3 times a week, and you're going to see the results. Let me at least show you quickly how it folds, Callie, because sometimes
that's a good
people
feature.
feel like that's it's too big. It's 7 feet long and 17 inches wide.
Holds 300 pounds.
Holds 300 pounds, 6.5 feet. 4.5 feet to 6.5 feet is the height, but you can fold it down to the size of an ironing board. So don't let the space issue be a concern to get it home and try it.
And by the way, we started yesterday, because Marsland and I were together yesterday. We started yesterday with 3 colors. We sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. We're down to just gray. So we did sell out of the purple. We did sell out of the blue. It doesn't matter to me which color you get, because they all do the same thing. And I'm gonna kind of jump back to the beginning, invite you to call us if you have yours. But for somebody watching right now, Marsland, who's like, I don't know why I would need it.
Yeah.
Who would need a reformer, in your opinion?
So basically, every single person that wants to be long, lean, and move correctly and fix those little imbalances in their body are going to see those benefits from a reformer. Unlike the mat work in Pilates, which has the imbalances in your body, they stay there. You sort of even compensate even more, but the reformer can see them. You're also stretching and strengthening at the same time, so you're getting this amazingly balanced workout where everything opens and strengthens. The rebounder is included today, as Callie mentioned, and this is phenomenal because now you can get your cardio and your weight loss in a 20-minute session lying on your back, jumping without any impact. So let's do that together.
Okay.
You start out on 2 black cords because more cords is going to make your legs work a lot harder, and fewer cords is going to make your core work harder. So when you get it home at first, you're gonna lie down. So first of all, you're safe, your back is protected, everything feels really comfortable. It's amazing that you can get cardio lying down. And then you hop from one foot to the other. And over the next few days, as you build up, you begin 2-foot jumping. And once you do that, you start to feel the core engaging every single time you jump. So your tummy flattens. But in our study, Callie, we saw 1.5 times the calories being burned doing this than running on a treadmill.
No kidding.
So what does that mean? It means that people with dodgy knees, people who can't run, people who are perhaps overweight but haven't been able to find something gentle enough can actually get on this now and begin to lose the weight. And we saw, as you saw in the before and afters, a couple of pounds a week.
This feels so good, and every single pump I do, I feel my tummy tightening even more.
And look, my heart rate is already up.
Yeah.
How long have I been jumping? For about a minute.
I know.
But you feel safe, and you're going to get the effectiveness of more than a running cardio workout. So again, no impact on your joints. Lower back is protected. Your face is protected. I keep thinking of the 35 years that I ran outside in the snow.
Right?
And the cold.
Oh, no, thank you.
And what it did for my face, right? I mean, it's like, I just forget your internal organs and everything else.
The bounce and the impact,
Exactly.
I do love that feature. By the way, I'd love to show I think there's an animation that shows all the different muscle groups that are engaged with each workout. That's just one of them. But it really, I love that it's all done at the same time.
Yeah, so Joe Pilates recognized when he started this in 1920 that we actually have 2 sets of muscles. We have the internal stabilizing muscles that hold your spine up, that prevent you from falling into a heap of bones. And then you have your mobilizing muscles, which we typically focus on at the gym. The arms, the legs, the biceps, the triceps, your quads, all of those muscles are, you know, it takes 27 machines at the gym to cover what this one machine can do. But the beauty of this is that your stabilizers, when you're lying down, don't have to do any work. So now I can begin to make movements that I would normally make when I'm standing, like this would be a squat. And the stabilizers don't have to work, so now I can get in there and I can strengthen them and fix any imbalances that are there, so that when I get up and begin to do my life, I'm straighter, I'm more symmetrical, I'm taller, my head is back where it's supposed to be, my hips get aligned, everything begins to fix and change.
Which is, I'm sure, why Joseph Pilates back in the 20s, you know, came up with this, because didn't it start with army soldiers or injured people who had had injuries?
Yeah, he started out actually in hospital rooms.
That's right.
Dealing with sick people, took the springs out of the bed and created, that keeps getting caught there, I've just got to untie it. Used the springs in the bed to create the resistance so that people could work against resistance and build strength. Because, you know, if you're not moving and you're lying in bed, that is not good for you.
Your muscles
Movement is the key to longevity and to feeling good.
Well, and I think as we age, it's harder and harder to stay flexible. We get tighter, we don't know what to do about it. And that's why with every move, and Marjolaine's there along with other instructors on all the DVDs, that your workouts that you're getting, to really help you understand how to do it. And I don't know if you realize this, but to go get a one-session private lesson with an instructor, I mean, it could be $150 for one session easily. So when you think about owning this, having the guidance there, and you're really gonna enjoy the process. Because it isn't like jumping up and down. It's not about being crazy and having to go to the gym 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. It's about doing it every couple of days for a couple of minutes.
20 minutes 3 times a week, and you'll begin to see massive results. So when you look at the before and afters, what I'd love you to look at is not just the weight loss, which is an obvious thing that will happen because of the rebounder, but the postural changes, which in the next set we'll see from the side, you can see even more. But shoulders going back where they need to be. You know, if you're waking up in the morning and your back is stiff and it takes you 20 minutes to get going in the day, or you spend a lot of time sitting, look at this. Look at how those posture differences have occurred. The head goes back where it's supposed to be. Sitting is the worst thing that we can do. Our hip flexors tighten, our hamstrings get tight, and before you know it, you know, you're in agony. You're just not a happy person. And so Pilates will find the tight muscles in your body and lengthen them, and the weak muscles and strengthen them.
And that's what's so exciting. It just does it naturally. It's like it's built for your body.
Exactly. So when you first get it at home, you're going to start by lying down, and you begin to make very gentle movements, pushing away from the foot bar like this. You do 10 reps of each exercise and then change the foot position. And by the time I finish the first 5 movements, I've worked my entire lower body. I've realigned my hips and my pelvis. I've worked my quads. I've worked my inner thighs. I've worked my glutes. I've stretched and strengthened everything. My Achilles tendon is longer. My calves are longer. My hamstrings are starting to get longer. And then, as soon as you finish that little sequence, you can go into some arm exercises. So lifting my feet into the chair position, I can lower the straps to the platform. And now I'm beginning to work my upper body with some circles, adding more of the upper body muscles. A tricep press here. It's like good. So efficient and so amazing. All the while, my core is engaged. So in just a few more exercises, now I've worked almost the entire upper body, stretching and strengthening everything at the same time. Then go into the 100, and now here, abdominals. Incredible. Every single muscle in my body's working here. And I'm breathing in and out, getting rid of stale air, but bringing in fresh air.
Oh, that feels good. All in a lying down position. And as we watch Marjolaine change from the hands to the leg movements with the same attachments, because it's all included, we're gonna actually say some hellos. We've got Mary joining us live on the phones from Pennsylvania. Hello,
Hi,
Mary.
Ladies, how you doing?
We're doing great, Mary. Thanks so much for calling. Tell us about your Pilates experience.
So far, I've been using it 3-4 times a week for the past 2 weeks, and I absolutely love it. I was in a bad car accident in 2009, and I was always someone into fitness, and I always exercised. But after that accident, I can't do any impact, or I aggravate the injuries. With this, I've been able to not only strengthen my muscles, I've improved my posture. I feel so much better. And I'm starting to be able to tone my muscles and work the way I want to work out. And I'm getting what I need from it.
So, Mary, you still have 2 weeks to return it.
Oh, I'm not returning it. That's not happening. I will join the online. I don't know how I missed it 2 weeks ago when it was on air where you asked Marjorie, because I have a few questions, but this is a great machine if you want to tone up, slim down, especially when you can't have high impact. It's difficult because I had to, for 3 years I work every morning, but I haven't been able to really tone or even lose weight because I can't do the exercise they required me to do at the gym.
Right. Well, you know, no one should be doing high impact, really. I mean, I ran for so many years, and I started getting stress fractures in my feet. You know, so you hit a certain age, and you really want a system that does everything. And you mentioned almost everything: stretching, strengthening. You're also building bone. You're reducing your stress levels, which most people,
I love it.
Right? Don't even think about.
I love that my posture has improved. Like I needed that.
Yes. Fabulous. So what would you say to anybody out there? Because people sometimes watch.
Oh, if anybody's on the fence, get off the fence. Take the plunge. It's really worth it. It's a great machine.
Good. I'm so glad, Mary.
It's so worth it. You can start out baby steps, and it's going stronger and stronger. It's just a great machine.
And you're just 2 weeks in, and you're seeing that and feeling that.
Yeah, I'm only 2 weeks in. I know, like I said, I know about fitness, and when I saw this, I was so excited. It does everything I want it to do and everything I need it to do.
Awesome.
Do you feel addicted like I am? I mean, it's like I'm so addicted to it. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, and I've been trying so hard for so long. This is just like the answer to my prayers.
Just let everyone know a couple of things. Was it easy to set up?
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah, it was easy to set up.
And secondly, what do you think of the instruction?
Oh, the instruction's great.
Great.
Very thorough.
Thank you.
Exactly what you need to do, how to do it, and I just learned so much by how I curl my feet over, how I put my feet out, and like when you wing them out, when you bring them in, and you're activating muscles that you didn't even know you had.
That's so true.
You sound so excited. Thank you for calling. You're sweet.
Really appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Keep up the good work, Mary. It's true, though. It's like you feel like you have muscles you never knew were there because it does find all the little muscles.
So Joe Pilates used to say, one session you feel different. You know, you definitely have exactly that experience, as Mary can testify. 10 sessions, which she's done now, because she's had 2 weeks, she's done it every day, you begin to look different, which is why she can say, I am convinced. And then after 20 sessions, which you can do in the first 3 weeks, everybody else is going to notice. What are you doing? You're losing weight, you're standing taller, you look younger, you have more energy, you have more vibrance, you're sleeping better. So many things happen. All you have to do is get it out of the box, which is probably the hardest thing to do in the whole thing, and then get on it and do that Primer DVD. You can stream all of your instruction, and the wall chart is there too to help. I'm there to help you. You can email me with any questions, and we're all here ready to transform your life.
Because you know what, Marjolaine and I both feel like, I mean, you probably more than me, because this has been your life's mission since that accident. And thank you for turning such a horrible experience into something so positive for yourself. And
I cannot tell you how grateful I am.
Over a million others who have this machine. It's something that really, I think it's an essential for anybody, not just because you haven't had an injury or because you want to, you know, you're an athlete or because you want to lose. I think it's just overall so good for us, mentally, physically, spiritually, all of it, from just the stretching aspect. Opening up the shoulders and the chest area again. Like you said, getting rid of the old air and bringing in the new.
Well, we're learning so much about our human bodies lately, you know, what to eat, what not to eat, all of the things that we once thought are changing, how to move, how not to move. But one of the things that you need to do is move, and moving incorrectly is horrible. Sitting too much, doing anything with one-sidedness really creates eventually injury. And so giving yourself that 20 minutes a day to just focus on you, to reset the pelvis, the diaphragm, the body, the posture, everything is such a gift that you can give yourself. I can give you this, but I can't give you that. You have to do that for yourself. And if you do it, you'll be like Mary. Within 2 weeks, you're going to say, wow, I wish I'd done it sooner.
I know.
And yeah.
And so I feel like there's a reason you're watching right now. Here we are on a Sunday afternoon, and this is our last show. This is, I mean, what we have in inventory is it. She has guaranteed that we cannot get more of the 4-cord reformer for the rest of the year. When it does come back, which is probably gonna be a year, it's not gonna be this price. It's this price today for the final opportunity. By the way, I have to remind you of a couple ways you can get this delivered without having to pay for all of it. FlexPay. FlexPay is one way. With any major credit card, debit card, or PayPal, all you're paying is $66.67, and that's today. We'll ship it to you. You'll have it in a couple of days, pull it out of the box, and you're ready to go. If you have an HSN card, you can do 12-month VIP financing. So did you know that that is making it only $33 a month? That's all you're paying. Most of us are spending more than that to go to a gym that we never got to get to, and then feel guilty about that. And you know,
we spend more on coffee.
I know, it's crazy.
And this will give you the energy.
It will.
Better energy than
Very
coffee.
true. And if you don't have the HSN card, you can apply for it. You'll get $10 off your first purchase, which can be on the AeroPilates. But I do really mean it when I say this is it. This is it for the rest of 2019. It comes with everything. I mean, there's a couple things you may want to pick up. A lot of people like the little cushioned headrest, Marjolaine.
Which is beautifully ergonomically designed. If you need extra support for your head and your neck, it slides right on any reformer that we've ever done onto the headrest. Super comfortable, especially when you're jumping.
Okay.
And then this pull-up bar.
The pull-up bar is great too.
Is kind of our #1 most popular accessory. Get the machine home, start playing, and then see. If you get committed, you're gonna want this eventually. It switches out for the risers, and now you can get all the benefits of doing pull-ups in the door without having to do that, because that's virtually impossible. You can control the resistance by the cords we have, and you have 11 levels of resistance, and start to work all the muscles of the arms and the chest and the back so that you can show off your arms again.
And if you want to raise the reformer up off the ground, we're putting that on the screen as well as the pull-up bar. We'll talk in a bit about the magic circle.
Yeah, so the stand raises your machine 10 to 12 inches off the floor, makes it easier for my dad to get up and down. It's the medium stand that fits this particular machine, and the circle, oh my gosh.
I know, it's her favorite.
I love the circle because I keep this on my coffee table. If I am sitting, I like to use it for my arms. It's fabulous for all the muscles of the arms. You can really see how you can get your biceps going. It's really, you can work your abs. You can work your inner thighs. It's so simple, but what I love it for most is the neck. You know, they say that your neck gives away your age more than anything. So here it goes. This is not very pretty, but I'm gonna demo it anyway. So you put it on your forehead and you push. And as you resist, all the muscles underneath my chin are exercising. It's fabulous. So just do 10 of these a day. Put on the side of your head, work these muscles. Your head is heavy, weighs over 10 pounds, you know. And so if these muscles are strong, your whole upper cervical spine is much healthier. So
and
again,
the circle
is fabulous.
And that sells out
with its own
every
DVD.
time. So if you're interested in any of those extra things, do it real fast. And that's for those of you who already maybe have your reformer. And like you said, Marjolaine, any of the machines over the years, there's been a lot of different, you know, iterations. But this is the best. I mean, honestly, the lowest price. First of all, it is true the lowest price, because if you found this elsewhere, you're gonna spend over $600 for the same machine. This is the one that comes with the 4-cord machine, 9 workout DVDs, the Jumpstart, 30-day Jumpstart. That's exclusive from Marjolaine for you this month. And of course, it comes with that nice wall chart. So it gives you a lot of guide as to what areas of concern you might have and what exercise to do to get there. Speaking of which, would you show us a few exercises for, say, example, if somebody's looking to lift the backside?
Oh, I love this one. This is the best. You do this every day for 10 days, boy, you won't recognize your backside. So your feet are on the bar, and you're just gonna roll your tailbone up off the platform. And then exhaling, just straighten your legs and bend your knees, and straighten and bend. And you can't do this on any other piece of equipment. But it is working my glutes, getting rid of the saddlebags, my stomach, my pelvic floor, my lower abdominals, Everything is working. Can you feel, are you doing it with me, Kelly?
I am.
Yeah, can you feel that?
Ooh, it feels awesome, and I love how it supports my back and my neck.
Yes. You can't do anything wrong. The Reformer is your friend. It's supporting you wherever you need support, and yet it can challenge you where you feel strong. So 10 of these daily, and then just when you come all the way in, just roll your spine down gently until you're back in neutral.
Oh, that feels good.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Any other favorite moves that you'd like to share with us?
Yes, there are 2 for arms, because as we age as women, we tend to think we can't build muscle anymore, and then, you know, we start to hide our arms because they get flabby. That's sort of, I call them bingo wings, that sort of wave goodbye part. So there's 2 that I love to do. I face the other way, and you can add some resistance. Normally, I would just add the red cord for my biceps, and rolling back until the abs are engaged, and then you curl. This is the bicep curl, so I actually do 20 of these every day.
How many cords? 2?
I like to do 2 black and a red, but most people probably have to start just on 2 black.
Okay, because the more cords you add, the more resistance.
Yes, for the arms and the legs.
Yes.
The fewer cords, the more your core works. So let's say we've done 20 of those, then sit up really tall and work the triceps.
Look at that. And your shoulders, the back.
And the chest opens. So if you sit all day at a desk or on a computer, you need to get your head back so your ears are over your shoulders. So there, and then the last really big favorite is leg circles.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
So you do the leg circles.
Okay.
And what I love about this, it just feels, you can vicariously experience what Callie's feeling.
Where did I put my other?
Oh, it's over here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. So just lovely big circles. Again, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings, inner thighs working, stomach is always working, pelvis is realigning, and you're lying on your back, and you're getting so much out of each exercise. When we look at the animations, you can see lots and lots and lots of muscle groups working out in a really functional way to make you a much more functionally fit body than if you were at the gym using 27 different machines, isolating one muscle group at a time,
right,
and not making sure that you're balanced. The Reformer balances you. It makes the inner thighs work with the outer thighs, the front of the leg work with the back of the leg. It's stretching you at the same time as strengthening you, so you don't have to run off and do something completely
different. Ooh, I like this combination.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, really stretches the lower.
Yes, the lower back, and the hamstrings get a stretch, and the glutes are working.
Yeah, you're right. And I've got 2 cords on, right?
Yeah. So if you're a big, strong person, you know, you build up, if you added a red cord, I mean, right now, I don't think you'd be able to do this on that red cord. So there's lots of resistance in this machine. And not always is more better.
I couldn't agree more.
I want to do a little demo because I did not stretch this morning because I wanted to save up to show you this demo in this show to see how much more flexible you can get. So if I touch my toes, which is the normal way that people measure flexibility of hamstrings, I can get my fingers on the floor. So I'm going to do 10 reps of what we call the elephant, and you'll see how this just transforms the hamstring flexibility and lower back, because if your hamstrings are tight, it means your lower back is not healthy. So that's 2.
And you're pulling your tailbone up to the sky, right?
Yes. And your head sort of goes to your knees, so you're closing in on that V that I'm making with my body. So I think that's 6.
This is where I am the most tight, is that lower back and hamstrings. So thank you for showing us how to do this.
You're not alone. Most men and women are very tight in the hamstrings. 1 more, and then I'm going to touch my toes again and just watch the difference. It's remarkable.
Okay.
I'm always amazed. Look at this. I can go all the way back here.
Whoa.
Look at that. I've completely changed through my lower spine and my hamstrings. So that means my lower back is now much happier. You just do that every day. Right there, that's enough to...
And, I mean, it's so easy. I mean, honestly, you're so supported through every movement. I'm so excited for you guys. If you've placed your order, good for you. You know, it's interesting, Marjolaine, a lot of people will, you know, their comments will come in on Facebook and they'll say, I can't believe I waited so long. I watched, I waited, I thought about it, I waited, I watched, and then finally I did it, and now I'm like, why did it take me so long? And for any of you who are in that position of like putting this off, don't put it off. Just get this machine to your house, try it. You've got a month. If you don't love it, you can totally return it. All your money will be refunded. But it is something that has worked literally for over 1 million people. This has been on television for over 23 years because it has worked and it has made people's lives better. We're stretching more, we're more flexible, we're stronger. Being lean and extra, you know, like tighter and toner is kind of a side benefit from, you know, the benefits of Pilates in general. So I hope all of you will give it a try if you're watching today. It's $66 and a few pennies to get it at home, or on an HSN card is $33. And then you're on your way. Just like Mary, who said she got it 2 weeks ago. She's already loving it. In fact, we also have Palmyra on Facebook saying, I'm addicted.
I know.
Once you get this machine, there is no way to leave it. And that's what everybody ends up saying.
Yeah, so in my family, my son is now almost 20. But when he was 11, he was finally tall enough to be able to get the benefit of the reformer. It goes from 4.5 feet to 6.5 feet. And he wanted to play football. And I said, only if you do Pilates every day, because I wanted to help prevent the injuries. And so he did. And now that he's almost 20 and 6'3", I'm so glad, because posturally, it's tricky for teenagers, you know, especially boys. If they're tall, they start to hunch forward. So it's important to have good posture to make sure your shoulders go back. My dad, on the other hand, is 97, and every summer he spends 6 weeks with me, and he does Pilates every single day. And he says quickly, just like Mary, wow, I can't believe how much more confident I feel, how much stronger my legs are. I can go up and down the steps. My balance is better. It's like every little thing that you want out of a fitness program, you're going to get from this machine. And the best thing is that you're going to see that in the first 30 days.
That's exactly right. In fact, let's show you some results, because the before and afters are real. Real people, just like you, who said, I'm gonna try it.
So let's just look closely here at Tina. Amazing, the difference. Her arms, her waist, you can see it dramatically, even in her face. I mean, she lost 15 pounds. So all of our subjects in 8 weeks lost about 2 pounds a week. Some of them a little bit more, but 2 pounds was really doable. You can see Ashley looks completely different. When you see Ashley from the side later, you'll see a very, very different Ashley in the after picture. Losing weight, again, 17 pounds. I mean, look at this. Completely different. You couldn't tell as much from the front, but from the side. Look at her posturally. Look where her ear is. Her ear is almost ½ an inch further back, which means her whole spine has changed.
Interesting, wow.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, such a great result. And Janine lost 13 pounds, and you can see dramatic change in the middle. That happens to everybody, men and women, you know, our waist and all that belly fat, because you're reducing stress too with this, and that's been proven in our studies to reduce stress. So when you reduce stress, you reduce cortisol, and when you reduce cortisol, you sleep better, and when you sleep better, you lose weight more easily.
Oh, bring it on, girl.
I mean, these are all important little benefits that you're gonna see. Tina looks completely different.
Tightened up.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, and you're gonna see a lot of this in 4 weeks as well. I think there was also an ITT study, right? 94% of our subjects all said that they would recommend AeroPilates to everybody, and it was easy to incorporate into their lives.
Well, I love the idea of 20 minutes a couple of times a week versus like committing to an hour 5 days a week, going to the gym and figuring out how to do that. And if you've got kids and you got home from, you know, when it's there, I mean, it's really something that if you want to tuck it away, it does fold into very, very small little space. You could pop it into a closet or a pantry. But
Let's rebound.
let's rebound. I love it. It's my favorite.
Do we have the video that shows the comparison of the rebounder with the treadmill and the elliptical?
Oh, right. Because you were saying we burn more calories doing this than being on a treadmill.
Exactly. And we can, so again, when I came up with this idea, it was because I was getting stress fractures from running, and I thought, what would happen if I jumped lying on my back I wanted something on the reformer. And then when we started looking at the studies, it was just remarkable to see that you're burning more calories doing this than you are running. So if you want to lose weight, but you haven't found a gentle, easy way to do it, then the reformer is the way.
This has got to be one of my faves.
Right?
I love it. It just feels good. I guess I'm at the point now, Marjolaine, I've got my birthday's on Tuesday, and I am like, the crunches are no longer going to happen for me. It's too hard on my neck, too hard on my back. I just don't like it, but I like doing them this way.
Yes. Well, happy birthday, first
Thank you.
of all. And secondly, what a great gift to yourself.
Right?
But yeah, every single exercise you do engages the core, and so the stomach flattens. I had a C-section with my last baby, actually 2 C-sections. But after Louis, I got this sort of poochy, horrible little thing, a shelf that I could not get rid of. And then we developed the rebounder, and poof, gone.
Really?
Yes.
Flattened it right out.
Flattened it, yeah.
Oh, that's exciting, because that is so hard to get rid of. I had one too. Now, what are you doing there? Oh, nice.
So I'm on low chords now, so I can actually play much harder on my stomach. So you don't start on 1 black, you start on 2 black. And then if you want to go really fast, which I can show you, I'm going to add a black and a red, and you can almost run on the spot doing that. I don't even have to move much. I can just really get my heart rate up really fast. But again, no impact.
Wow, okay, so it's like running while laying down.
On the spot, right? And you can hear my heart rate really increasing.
That's so cool.
And then if you go down to 1 yellow, whew,
that's nice.
isn't that
Isn't
amazing?
it great to get that?
So just the yellow. Now I can do reverse crunches and things in the air because I've got so much time to do it. But I've built up the strength in my abs to be able to do that. So in my workout every day, I change the chords every 5 minutes. I just add one, take one away, and it changes the workout. So you're cross-training constantly.
Yeah, and I love that. Thank you, by the way, for including the workouts, because a lot of us, myself included, you don't want to get stuck in the same moves because then your body gets used to things and it doesn't change up. But there's 9 workouts that are included with this. You've got that kind of support. My heart rate's up too from just a little bit of rebounding.
So if you have any questions, feel free to email me, Marjolaine at Lighter Living. LighterLiving.com is a great website. It's got lots of information. AeroPilates has a great website. Our Facebook page is great, but there's a great group in the States called AeroPilates Fans. And now I think there's one called AeroPilates Addicts. And they're always motivating and constantly challenging each other. Our customer service has been around for over 20 years, so even on the original machine from 1995, people have been able to replace a wheel or replace a cord. We're there for you to support you. People have been asking about my great leggings, which were designed for AeroPilates. There's no seam in the back, so when I'm jumping, I get no rubbing of any kind of seam. They're on lighterliving.com, so you can find them there.
Hopefully soon to be here at hsn.com.
I answer lots of questions. Yes, in a minute. The Jumpstart program is there to support you too. So I'm here for you, and all I can ask is that you give this to yourself and give it a go and see whether you can achieve all of the great benefits that our subjects have achieved and you have achieved and I've achieved and Mary achieved, even in just 2 weeks.
We still have a few moments to be able to take your live calls. We did love hearing from Mary earlier. She got it 2 weeks ago. If you have yours, it doesn't matter if you've had it for a year, for 15 years because it's been one of those tried and true pieces of equipment in homes that has been so successful. Give us a call. We have a few minutes to say hello to you. You can let Marjolaine and everybody else know how you're doing. The truth is, I mean, it's probably a different reason for all of you to make a decision to get this home. Some of it's gonna be weight loss. Some of it's gonna be inches to lose. Some of you wanted better posture. Maybe you are rehabilitating from some kind of injury. Maybe you're just dealing with a lot of tightness, and tightness doesn't get better unless you're stretching. There's not a better, more effective way to stretch than with this machine. I'm gonna have Marjolaine take us through some of those stretching exercises because, boy, to just feel like you can move and live your life and not feel like you're full of aches and pains and soreness like maybe you're feeling right now. I mean, isn't that a reason enough to get this on its way? You will love it. You will be addicted. Liz on Facebook asking about the weight limit. It's 300 pounds, so you're really good to go there. If you want that stand that is available, it is a reformer that gets it up off the floor even more. The pillow is here, the magic circle is here, the pull-up bar is here. You do get the rebounder, 9 workouts, the jumpstart, the wall chart. You get an eating plan. I mean, Marjolaine really does care about your experience. She's been doing this for over 23 years, and it's just made such an impact on people's lives around the world. So I hope you will do it today because it is the best price we're gonna do all year. Guaranteed, and the quantities that we have right now are dwindling. We are into hundreds available. Yesterday when we started our visit with Marjolaine, we had over 1,500. We're into hundreds available. So don't wait, don't put it off anymore. You will love the results. You'll love how you feel. Think about this, it's February 2nd today.
Yes.
In 4 weeks, you're gonna see a difference in your body. In 8 weeks, who knows what could happen.
Well, 16 pounds of weight loss, much better posture, lots of inches gone, clothes fit better, standing taller, sleeping better, less stress, loving your life, smiling a lot more energy. All of those things will just continue to improve. Even after all this time, Callie, I get on the reformer and I teach a class and I learn something else about my body. I mean, just, it's a way to get in touch with what's going on inside. And then understanding how to get in and out of the car, how to bend to pick something up, how to reach up to grab something out of a cupboard without putting a rib out. All of those things, you just move completely differently. So you mentioned some stretching, and there's 3 things you should stretch every single day. Hamstrings is one. We showed you the elephant. That leg lift is another one. What Kelly's doing is a hip flexor stretch, which is key if you don't want to get sciatica and you want to keep your lower back in full extension.
Good right through here.
Because you sit too much.
Right on your hip flexor, it's my fave.
And then the last one is the reformer stretch, which you can do many ways, but I love doing it on the reformer this way. So you just lift, and I'm getting deep into
that's
that
a good
body.
one.
And that piriformis also, if it's nice and long and not inflamed, then it also prevents sciatic pain and all the other lower back things that people complain about.
Yeah, boy. The thing is, we are gonna get older, we are gonna get tighter unless we're doing something about it. And it's just, I love that this is an all-in-one kind of workout. It's not jumping around, there's no impact, like 0 impact, there's 0 noise, there's no electricity, you could do this anywhere.
Someone said in, I can't remember who said it. Oh, Dan Wheeler said, it's like a service station for the mind, body, and soul.
Oh, I like that.
And it really is, because it is mind, body. It's not a mindless exercise. And I think because it's not mindless, it allows you to de-stress.
Well, we're gonna head to the phones to say another
Fabulous.
hi. Joyce is calling in from Florida, who has a couple of questions for you. Do you mind?
Great, okay.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi, how are you?
We're great. You are with Callie and Marjolaine. Did you have a couple questions?
I do, and I'll make it fast.
Sure.
I'm sold on Pilates, and I'm sold on buying this. I do have a question. I have osteoarthritis in one of my knees. I've been doing, I moved to Florida, but I had been doing gyrotonics, which has a lot of this system in it. My question is, are there any exercises that I should do or shouldn't do until the muscles around my knee get stronger?
Well, first of all, I obviously want you to check with your doctor. But what I do with my clients when they have any kind of knee issues and need strengthening of the knees is this warm-up footwork, Joyce. And it's simple. You lie down. You're going to control the resistance. So it's not about the weight of your body. It's about how many cords you put on. And you're going to push it away. And you'll feel all the little muscles that hold the knee together in 3 dimensions get stronger. And then you change the foot position, and now the inner thigh muscles that attach to the knee. And then there's a wide position, so more muscles in the knee. And then you can do turned in. So this is brilliant for knees. And probably in rehab, they do these exercises for the knee.
That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
So what do I start on the lowest level?
No.
And then work my way up?
No, because the lowest level is much too hard on your core. Start at two black
cords.
What do I start on? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
2 black cords. You've got two black
cords.
Then you're going to add a red and take a black off when you want to get a little bit stronger. So,
okay, 2 black cords.
To start.
When I want to be stronger, add a red and take 1 black off.
You got it.
Listen, Joyce, email me, marjolaine@lighterliving.com. I will help you through the next 30 days, work on all of these things for you, and customize your workout.
Awesome. There you go, Joyce.
Okay.
All right, Marjolaine,
I don't see your email. How do you spell it, please?
MARJOLEIN.
MARJOLEIN at lighterliving.com, okay?
At what?
Lighterliving.com.
Lighter Living?
Yep, lighterliving.com, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
you,
Joyce. Good luck. I know it's going to help.
Bye-bye.
This is a
Thank
perfect
you.
example of how Marjolaine does really help you along the way. She's not like, oh, glad you bought my product. She really wants you to love it. She really wants it to work.
The best part is talking to people after they get it.
I bet. Well, you'll love this one. Amo Marie on Facebook. Own this and in caps. Love it tremendously. Did cardio workout streaming with Marjolaine last night. Think of the clothes, purses, shoes we buy. Get this for $400 for your health, and you'll have it forever.
Oh my God, yes.
Right?
And talk about those clothes, shoes. The feet, just your feet alone are going to be humming after a week. They'll be so happy because all this barefoot work that you do, it's great reflexology, but it's great for the feet, the toes.
I'm gonna do some more.
Yeah.
I do have, it's funny, I've got the scrawniest calves, but they are so tight and they wake me up at night with cramps.
So this, fabulous,
yeah.
right? Little magnesium. Do you take magnesium?
I do. I'm just starting, so thank you for that.
Yeah, that'll help with cramps. Look at that, fabulous. The Achilles tendon. How many people are like weekend warriors and they go out and they play tennis or something and don't stretch beforehand and tear an Achilles?
Oh, gosh.
And that's a horrible injury.
It's so true. Now, if you are just tuning in, we have 10 minutes left in this hour. There's no other shows. Marjolaine is out of here after this. Thank you for being willing to come in for these few days to make this available.
You're welcome.
Because we started the year together making this a goal, and I'm more into making micro resolutions than making 1 year-long resolution. Something like this, when it's there and you're destined to get on it for a few minutes, and you will love how you feel.
Yeah.
You'll love how you feel.
Well, the resolution should be love yourself. And if you do, then you will love this, and this will really help. So this is a fabulous little exercise for the rotator. I don't know how many of you need to rehab a rotator or want to just protect your rotator, but it's so small. It's a small little movement, and it focuses right on that rotator cuff. 1 cord to start, and off you go. And then, so every single muscle in your body is going to get a workout. Your stabilizers, your mobilizers, they're gonna get stretched and long. You're going to convert fat into lean muscle. No other machine can do that, not one. You need 27 at the gym to make those changes happen. Losing weight is one thing. It takes cardio. And then, of course, strength training builds the strength and the lean muscle. And then the stretching is really important because you're only as young as you are flexible.
Yeah, so true. And unless you're doing something about it, it's not gonna get better. There was a question about dimensions.
Yes.
It's 87 in length, 20 and a half in width, 27 and a quarter in the height when it's standing upright. It weighs 55 pounds. It holds 300 pounds. Can you quickly walk us through the assembly? Because there's just a few little things that you have to do.
So the rebounder comes folded in half. You have to unfold it and put in the screws. You screw in the feet. You put your foot bar in. End caps go on. That's it. These shoulder pads go in, and the little bars at the end get screwed in.
That's it.
That's really it. It takes time because screwing something in takes time, but it's not hard to do, and anyone can do it. The hardest thing is lifting the 55-pound thing out of the box.
Yeah, maybe cut that box open from the side.
Yeah.
It's got wheels, so if you want to fold it into half.
You can see it folded in half, so you can see these 4 cords. Our original reformer back in 1995 was a 4-cord reformer, all black, and it was $500. So we've come down in price, and we've added other things. It's much better. The Pro reformers have the double loop, so one for your hands, one for your feet. They're super comfy. There's an easy adjustment system here with just this little threader instead of all the other things we've done in the past. You can adjust the height on the risers, and then if you decide you want to really work your upper body more, you can switch these out for the pull-up bar. The pillows always sells out. I'm sure there's not very many left.
It does. I'm surprised it's still here. We'll get some information if you want that extra pillow. There is a pillow there. It's a padded pillow. But if you want more support, that is available. The Magic Circle is amazing. That pull-up bar is amazing. The reformer stand to get it up and off the ground.
And
they're
even
all
the
available.
mat, the floor mat,
and the
which
mat.
I haven't even mentioned.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Magic Circle I love because I love to just have it sitting. You know, if I'm ever sitting, this is what I do. Squeeze, squeeze, works the inner thighs, works the pelvic floor. If you want to work your outer thigh, this way.
Look at that. What a brilliant product.
It's so clever. The neck, for the neck, it's incredible.
Here's the info. We've got the pillow on the screen for you right now, 654-598. We'll put up the Magic Circle. We'll put up the reformer stand to elevate it probably about a foot.
10 to 12.
10 to 12 inches. I know that your father loves it. Your dad is 91 and he's...
97.
97?
97.
Wow.
He's fabulous.
And he's doing Pilates.
Yeah, and he travels all the way from Australia to visit me every year.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that ridiculous?
That's so cool. There's the circle, Magic Circle 657302. It's only $25. That comes with a DVD too.
Yes, and you can use it on your reformer, you can use it on the floor, you can use it on your neck. It's a great little addition. We haven't had time to talk about it much, but it's fabulous. So,
in our final 5 minutes,
yes,
who should get a reformer?
Okay, so absolutely everyone will benefit from the reformer. Unlike other things, it does everything that anyone could ever want from a being well program. So if you want to, if you have a lack of energy, it's going to energize you. If you want to lose weight, the rebounder makes that perfectly possible. A couple of pounds a week, 3 times a week for 20 minutes. A couple of pounds a week. That's a very healthy way to lose weight and keep it off. You're going to lose inches. You're going to transform the flabbiness. You know, you don't want to be a skinny, flabby person, right?
No.
You know, I mean, that's just not attractive. So if you want to have lean muscle, then you've got to strength train, and the actual foot bar with the straps and pulleys and resistance allows you to do that.
And this reformer is included with your purchase. It's
Yes.
not an extra purchase as it used to be.
And then other things that you'll see, you know, your feet feel better. You suddenly stand taller, you sleep better, you're less grouchy, you've got more energy. I mean, just a lot of things change, and it all happens quickly. So in the first 30 days, what are they paying to get it home? $66?
Well, 2 options. It's either $66, 67 cents on any major credit card, debit card, or PayPal.
So
HSN card holders pay half of that. And there's no interest. Over the course of the year, you're paying $33.33 a month. Pay it off in full by that 12th month. You haven't paid a dime in interest. We're holding the balance. We're your bank, but you got the product.
I don't know anyone that does that.
We do.
That's fabulous.
I know. It really is.
That makes it a no-brainer.
I know. It's so affordable. I mean, what are you spending $30 on a month these days? We spend more than that on coffee and lunch, or, you know, it's really something that you will love to have, to own. People who have, in fact, we talked to somebody recently who bought one of your very first reformers, like over 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Still has it.
Yeah, they still exist. I still have one.
And that's the kind of quality that
I think that's now, what do you call that, an antique?
Vintage.
A collector's item. A along with me. I must be antique too.
Well, you amaze, you inspire me. I mean, I know you're 60-something.
Yeah, I'll be 66 in May.
Isn't it?
I feel better than I
was just gonna say, have you ever
feel
felt better?
so much better than I did when I was 40, in every way. But certainly physically. This machine has transformed my life, and I really use it every single day.
What do you do when you travel?
Well, usually I'm traveling to do this.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I find one in the studio. And if I really am traveling for any period of time, I take one on a plane with me.
Do you really?
This goes right on the, yeah.
It is an awesome piece of equipment, and I'm so excited that you guys are picking this up. This is it, our final show, I mean, potentially of the year, especially, I mean, the 4-corded reformer at this price. Get ready to find it elsewhere to spend over $600 for what we include. It's here at this price, which is, confirm if I'm correct, the lowest price we've done on the 4-cord.
And you know what's going on in China. It's really been such a struggle to keep the price down. The price of steel changes, shipping costs change. You know, we work really hard to make it as affordable as we can. So I think that this is the best money you'll ever spend, and I think 2 of our testimonials today said that. The best $66 you've ever spent to get it home. Imagine doing 30 sessions and transforming your body for $66, and then you can still return it if you decide you don't want it, but you can really massively change your body in those 30 days.
Do you have more female or male customers?
A lot more female customers, but more and more and more men are beginning to understand the benefits. Athletes, the husbands of, you know, wives that have bought their machine, the boyfriends of girlfriends, they look at it at first and think, oh, that's just for girls, ballet dancers. I could never do that. But as soon as you get a guy, I mean, I teach a class 3 times a week that's filled with guys, and they're older men, a lot of them, from 78 to, you know, 45. One of them's a surfer. He said his surfing has never been better.
That's awesome.
And he's strong through his core, and, you know, they just all feel very different. So for men and women, children, teenagers, dancers, non-dancers, couch potatoes, people recovering from injuries, obviously check with your doctor, but it was a rehab machine. I mean, there's really nobody. If my 97-year-old dad can do it and get benefit, go on Facebook, you'll see video of him.
Well, Amo Marie says, one last comment on Facebook. She's 66? I thought definitely under 48.
Oh, thank you. That's
oh my gosh, I need to use this daily because she looks amazing.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, you're inspiring. I really enjoy you.
You know, and I really love doing this, and I'm very